Welcome back to my channel. Today, we explore the value of specific coins, the top 6 most expensive US wheat pennies coins value in markets. First, the US coins. Specifically, we're exploring the 1950 wheat penny. Did you know that this little piece of history could be worth a pretty penny? Stick around as we uncover its value in today's market. The wheat penny was produced by the US Mint from 1909 to 1958 and features a design that is beloved by collectors. The 1950 version, minted in Philadelphia, carries the iconic wheat stalks on the reverse side. So, what makes the 1950 wheat penny so special? One key factor contributing to the value of the 1950 wheat penny is its rarity, especially in fine condition. Although millions were minted, finding one in fine condition, meaning it has clear details but shows some wear, can be a challenge. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that are not only well preserved but also hold historical significance. The demand for fine condition 1950 wheat pennies has steadily increased over the years. So, what's the value of a 1950 wheat penny in fine condition today? As of now, it typically ranges from $2 to $10, depending on the exact condition and the buyer's willingness to pay. Keep in mind, prices can vary based on factors like grading, demand, and the seller's market. Coins in uncirculated condition can fetch even higher prices, sometimes reaching up to $50 or more. Next up, the 1946 wheat penny, one of the most collected coins from the post-World War II era, especially if you have one that's in a circulated or dirty condition. First, let's talk about what makes the 1946 wheat penny unique. Over 991 million of these pennies were minted, which might make you think they're not that rare, but collectors are willing to pay a premium for certain types, even if they've seen some wear and tear. Let's start with condition. If you have a brown penny, meaning it's darker or shows signs of aging, it's probably in a lower grade, circulated condition. These pennies typically aren't worth as much as uncirculated coins, but they still hold value. On average, a circulated 1946 wheat penny in brown or dirty condition could be worth around 5 to 10 cents, but certain factors can increase that value. For example, pennies with clear details, even if worn, can fetch a bit more. One of the key things to look out for is any kind of error or misstrike, like double dies or off-center strikes. A 1946 penny with an error can be worth significantly more, even in worn or dirty condition. To sum it up, a 1946 wheat penny in brown, circulated condition usually isn't a jackpot, but if it has unique features or errors, you could still have a valuable coin in your hands. So, don't overlook those old pennies. Check for errors and keep an eye out for high-quality examples that could be worth a bit more. Next up, the 1944 wheat penny. This is a classic piece from the Lincoln Wheat series and is highly sought after, especially in extra fine condition. But just how much is a 1944 wheat penny worth in today's market? Stick around to find out. Before we get into values, let's set the stage with a bit of history. The Wheat Penny series ran from 1909 to 1958. 1944 in particular was a unique year for these coins. After the US produced steel pennies in 1943 to conserve copper for World War II, 1944 marked the return of copper to the wheat penny. Over 1 billion of these pennies were minted, so while they're common, some versions are extremely valuable. Now, extra fine or XF condition means a coin still has sharp details even if it's slightly worn. A 1944 wheat penny in extra fine condition is popular with collectors for its historical value and solid design. Now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for. The value. As of today, a 1944 wheat penny in extra fine condition generally ranges from 30 cents to $1. However, this is just the base price. Certain versions can fetch a premium. So, that's the scoop on the 1944 wheat penny in today's market. Whether you're a new collector or seasoned pro, this is a great coin to add to your collection. Next up, 1958 Wheat Penny with no mint mark. If you have one of these in good condition, you may be holding a small fortune. Let's break down why this penny is so sought after and what it's worth in today's market. The 1958 Wheat Penny was part of the last batch of pennies to feature the classic wheat ears design before switching to the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. That makes it a little extra special among collectors. These were minted in Philadelphia, which is why you won't see a mint mark on these coins. The condition of a coin can make all the difference in its value. Coins graded as good are at the lower end, with clear but slightly worn details. But as condition improves to very fine or mint state, the price can rise dramatically. While most 1958 pennies in good condition won't bring in huge amounts, if you happen to find one in a higher grade, it can be worth quite a bit more, so make sure to check every detail. Now, let's talk numbers. For a 1958 wheat penny without a mint mark in good condition, you're looking at a value of about 5 to 10 cents. Not too impressive, right? However, if your 1958 penny is in uncirculated or even brilliant circulated condition, it can be worth anywhere from $5 to $20, depending on the buyer. Higher grain versions or those graded by the top companies like PCGS and NGC can fetch $30 or more. While standard 1958 wheat pennies in good condition may not fetch a fortune, there are some valuable error coins out there. For instance, if you come across a 1958 double-die penny, you're looking at potentially hundreds, even thousands of dollars, depending on the condition. If you think your penny is valuable, make sure to handle it with care and consider getting it graded by a professional service. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, every penny could add up. So there you have it. While the 1958 wheat penny in good condition might not make you rich, it's still a piece of history worth holding on to. And who knows, you might just stumble upon a rare error that makes your coin collection a whole lot more valuable. Next up, the 1943 D Wheat Penny. Even if it's in dirty condition, you might be surprised by what it's worth today. Let's explore why this coin is so valuable and what you might get for it in today's market. First, let's set the stage. In 1943, due to a copper shortage during World War II, the US Mint decided to make pennies out of steel coated in zinc. These are what we call steel pennies, and most were produced in Philadelphia, Denver with the D mint mark, and San Francisco with the S mint mark. But here's where it gets interesting. The steel composition was only used for this 1 year, making these pennies distinct from other wheat pennies. The 1943 D Wheat Penny is particularly interesting for collectors, especially if they're steel, which is typical. However, there are some copper pennies from this year that mistakenly made it into circulation. But even if it's the steel version and is in less than perfect dirty condition, it can still hold value. When it comes to coin value, condition is a big factor. Pristine, uncirculated coins usually fetch a higher price, but even in dirty or worn condition, the 1943 D Wheat Penny has collectors' interest due to its historical uniqueness. So, there you have it. While a regular 1943 D Wheat Penny in dirty condition may not make you a fortune, it's still worth holding on to, especially if it has any distinguishing features. And, who knows, you might just uncover one of those copper pennies someday. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more coin collecting content. See you in the next video.